Hi guys, and welcome back to another video on JCNZ's channel. Thanks very much for tuning in, and a real treat for you guys today because we're going to try a few methods to snipe a $15 million plus player, and we'll see how we go. There's no guarantees because sometimes swiping these players takes time, but I'm going to show you a few methods that I've found really useful to swipe some of the best players in the game. You know, the 98, even the 99 rated players. This is probably the best method in my view. So this is really for the guys with at least 15 million coins. You kind of need that 15 million plus buffer in order to try this method. So what we're going to do, we're going to start looking for a gold player. Let's have a go for Lionel Messi first. So we'll put his criteria into the box there. And what we're going to do, we're not going to touch the buy now. We're not going to touch it. But what we are going to do, we're going to type the minimum bid at say 495,000. There we go. So we're going to try and look for players who have been listed on the market with a bid but without a buy now. And we'll have a quick look. We'll have a look first and then I'll kind of explain the logic behind it. So a few of those green cards there. 95 rated man of the match, no thanks. Looking for anything kind of blue, that would be lovely. Haven't found anything there. We've got a Mascherano, but that's not much good. We probably should also just make the position forward because then we'll get rid of the Mascheranos. So nothing there. But basically what we're trying to look for is sometimes people list, you know, their Messis and their Ronaldos and their Suarez's and company, and instead of having a buy now, they put just a bid, usually quite high because obviously they want their card to go for quite a lot of money. And quite often when people are trying to snipe the big players, they put in a maximum bid. So say for instance, if you think a player is going to go for 15 million coins, you'd put into the buy now box 14,995 or something like that. And that's great because sometimes those players do come up and you can snipe them, but quite often people forget about the players without a maximum bid. So when they've got that search criteria on for the buy now, you don't actually see players without a buy now. So for example, if I list a player, a Messi, for 14,999,000 starting bid with no buy now, and you've got a buy now criteria, you're not going to see him. And that's going to give you a big advantage if you have no buy now to try and catch him. We'll have a look for Ronaldo whilst we're here as well. You never know what's going to come up. Would be great if we find something. You know, again, looking for those blue cards. Just the normal non-informs plus the green ones there. So not much there. We'll try perhaps for Suarez as well. You never know your luck. We'll try get one of those 98 or 96 cards, so a few informs, a 94 inform. It's still a good card, but not quite what we're after. No, nothing there so far. We'll just run through, and basically this is the method. So it does take patience, and sometimes you'll go for, you know, half an hour and you won't find anyone, and it's not really worth it in the long run. But sometimes you do find that player, sometimes immediately, sometimes it takes one or two searches and you'll find that player, and all of a sudden you think, oh, this is fantastic. We'll have a look for Ibrahimovic as well, looking for one of those 96 or 98s, the team of the season or the 98 inform, and nothing's coming up so far. 91, no, not so good. So lucky that we haven't found anything for the video, but that's okay. Basically what you do is as soon as you find the player, you bid 15 million coins, and you'll have to wait an hour or 3 hours, or depending how long the player was listed for, until you get him. But often it's a really good way to snipe those big players, and you know, you'll avoid some of the crowd going for the buy nows. And I've found that before. I've got a couple of Messis doing that, and then managed to on-sell them for more than 15 mil, and that works really well. So just a really helpful tip, I reckon, for sniping some of those big players when you think that they're going to be listed with a buy now, but sometimes they're not. So it's just a bit of an alternative method. So I hope you guys like that. Let me know perhaps if this has worked for you, or anything else you'd like to know about the trading methods I'm going to put a few more up about trying to snipe those big 15 million plus players to try and help you guys get some of the best players in your team. Obviously it also helps trying to snipe them when they've got special cards come out, so obviously sniping an Ibrahimovic at the moment might be slightly easier than sniping a Messi or a Ronaldo because they've got no special cards out right now. Same with last week with when you had the Suarez and the Neymar, you're obviously going to have a better chance at sniping them because people are packing them and immediately trying to sell them, so that's also something to keep in mind. So the next time Messi or Ronaldo has a card, that's probably your best time to try and get one of them. So anyway, hope that's helped, guys. If you've liked this video, do give us a like, much appreciated. Subscribe if you have not already. Best way to see the new content is to subscribe, and it'll come up on your YouTube subscriptions page. So thanks very much, we'll see you next time. Bye bye.